Hello and welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley, and today we are going to be practicing answering opinion questions. Kind of follow through with the last class where we were learning vocabulary collocations to talk about opinions or to present opinions, and also the other direction. At this time this week here on Verbling, we're practicing different types of questions. I'm doing that because these types of questions I've chosen to look at are very common in standardized English tests. Plus, they are the basic types of questions we may have to deal with in things like job interviews or in real life. Today, our focus is on opinion questions. So as we'll have some fun just having some conversation. I will, of course, give feedback, excuse me, as to your grammar and vocabulary use, but also try to focus on presenting your ideas with a clear topic sentence. Well, in my opinion, or from my perspective, the way I see it, blah, blah, blah. And then give it a shot. Try to give me at least a couple good reasons why you think so. This is the key to giving a good answer to an opinion question, is to supporting it. Not just saying your opinion. Anybody can say an opinion. It's can you actually support your opinion is the tricky part. So concentrate, if you can, on doing that. Okay, let me welcome Anna to the class. Hi, Anna.
Nice to see you again, teacher. I was boiling in my chair. I was boiling.
You were boiling?
Yes, it's very hot.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh. Here it's rainy season. It's been raining since, I don't remember. I don't even remember how long it's been raining. Since Saturday? Since Friday? I don't know. It hasn't stopped. It's really dark. Just want to curl up in bed and go to sleep, read a good book, frankly. Yeah. So I actually went out and bought a really bright light for my office, hoping that that would trick my brain into thinking, oh, it's bright, you should wake up. I don't know if it's working, really. Okay, Mustafa, hi. How you doing?
Hello, teacher. I'm not good today.
Okay, great.
Sorry, but because I haven't attended any of your classes up to now, so it's my first class of the day and just class of you. So I have to watch some recorded classes of you.
So, it's okay. Yeah. It's all right.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah, because your class is really valuable, teacher. To be honest with you, your class is really valuable.
Oh well, thank you. That's very kind of you to say so. But thanks. Well, I don't know what to say. Okay. Let's try some opinion questions. I got some really hard and challenging ones, but I don't want to start out that way. Scare you guys. Let me see. Okay. Let me see if I can find a kind of something a little more so we can ease into the discussion. Wow, these are really intense questions I'm looking at here. Okay. Okay. All right. Kind of a general question. Okay, by the way, when you're asked general opinion questions, don't be shy. Many people think when they hear a general question that they should answer it generally. Not true at all. It's English. In English, we use extremely specific examples in order to justify general opinions. We do it all the time. It's perfectly okay and acceptable to do so. Okay. Rafa has just joined us. Hello, Rafa. Welcome.
Hello, good morning, teacher. Thanks.
Morning. Morning to you. Okay. Anna, I'm going to start with you. All right.
Okay.
All right. What is the secret to a long life, Anna? Explain to me.
A secret.
What's the secret to a long life?
In my opinion, I think have a healthy lifestyle, do exercise, don't worry about the future, try to live the present. It's very important not to be in a hurry every day. To live peaceful with few stress, I think.
Okay.
You have to eat good food and avoid alcohol, smoke, many things that could cause damage to health. But it's in reality it's a topic because there are people who carry this kind of life, and however they can suffer a heart attack. So you never know if you carry a healthy lifestyle, you can live a long time. Neither.
Either.
Yeah.
Either. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for that. Okay. Let me give you a little feedback here. Okay. All right. A couple things. All right. Not so much about your English, your actual grammar and vocabulary, but about your presentation. When you give an opinion, really it's a good idea to just state the opinion, okay? And you kind of said, in my opinion, you should blah, 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 da-da-da, da-da-dee, doodle-da-da, one after another. Give the person, you give an opinion because you want the person to believe you, trust you, share your opinion. So give them time to think about it. In my opinion, there are a few things that you can do to live a long life, period. Okay? Give my brain time to catch up to you as the listener. State it. An easy way to state your opinion is to use a quantifier. I can think of a few good reasons that blah, blah, blah. I can think of 3 possible ways you could blah, blah, blah. Use a number or a word that means a number. I can think of many reasons why people do this, or how, or when, or whatever. Use a number. That's one good way to present a nice introduction. And then, you know, you went through some reasons, and you really didn't get to talk giving details about the reasons until the end. So I don't really remember, you know, it's only been a minute and a half, and I don't remember what your reasons were. Okay, why? Because instead of giving reason and a little bit of detail, or reason and an example, you just made a list of things. And if you're trying to support an opinion, making a list of things is not very effective, because they won't be memorable, first of all, and they won't really help persuade anybody to your opinion. A list doesn't persuade anyone. Try to avoid that when giving an opinion or giving a description. Don't just list things. It's not a very effective way to answer a question. Okay, I like the last part where you actually started talking about, you know, details. Some people, you know, they don't they don't eat well and they still live a long life, and so you never know. Okay, that is much more memorable in my brain because you did that. I don't even remember what your first few answers were. Okay, other small things. Live the present, live in the present is the expression, and that is an expression. Live in the present. Yeah, okay, I agree with that. Have few stress. Stress is a difficult word in English to express well. You need to avoid stress. Avoid stress is a strong collocation. Avoid stressful situations. Try not to stress out. We also use stress out. Don't stress out when we use the verb, okay, instead of the noun. We often use stress out. Okay, and I missed in the end when you were presenting the big piece of information. You said it's a something topic. I don't know what you said. Did you say it's a hot topic? I don't know. Maybe your connection cut off. I'm not sure. But I just heard it's a topic. Maybe it was connection. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. All right. So I would like to hear a nice, full, well-supported answer. But good job. Thank you very much, Anna. Good. Let's get us started. Okay. We have been joined by some others, so let me quickly welcome Ileana. Hello.
Yeah, hello, I'm here. Yeah.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm okay.
Okay. And Ken has joined us. Hi, Ken.
Yes, hello.
Again. Hello, hello. And Wasu. Hello, Wasu. Again. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. These are pretty heavy opinion questions I have for us today, but hey, we'll do your best. Okay, Mustafa, you're up next.
Okay.
Mustafa? All right. All right. It's an opinion / preference question. What is the greater, I should say which is the greater tragedy? An innocent person who is imprisoned or a guilty person who is set free?
Can you repeat the second one? Or
Sure.
what?
Which is the greater tragedy? Or, to paraphrase, which is worse? An innocent person being sent to jail or a guilty person being set free?
Okay. The worst tragedy, in my opinion, the worst tragedy is a jail prisoner who's sent free. I think this is the worst thing ever because this person had made a lot of crimes before, and when you set him free, and that's really sad. That's really very disappointing. Would make would make the family that suffered from the actions of this person feel very sad. Um, so this is like unjustic and would make them feel unjustified. Also, the people, how the people, like, let's see the idea of the people. The people will look at the government and at the controlling I don't know, power at that city or country, like as a weak and unjustic. So maybe this action would make like some consequences. For example, like would make another criminals make maybe a crime because they think they would be maybe unjailed and sent free. So this is like a really weak point of the government on the government. I think this should not be happened.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry,
Good job.
I said a lot of what I was thinking.
No. It's okay. Actually, you did a good job of supporting your opinion. No, you actually did a great job of introducing it, stopping, and then getting to your points. Very well organized. I need to talk to you more than anything about some of your vocabulary. It's okay. It's not unjustic. It's unjust.
Okay.
There's no word unjustic.
Okay.
It's unjust. And the family, okay, if the guilty person is set free, you said the family will feel unjustified. That doesn't work. Unjustified is used for the poor innocent guy who gets put in jail. That's unjustified. He's being punished for nothing. That's unjustified. That's what that word means. But if the family, they don't feel vindicated, which is different. Unjustified means something happens to you that you do not deserve. He does not deserve to be put in jail, but he is. That's unjustified. The family can feel vindicated. This word is close to vendetta, revenge. It shares the same root. So, all right, Mustafa, I disagree with your opinion, but we can agree to disagree. I'm not concerned about the vengeance and the revenge. I'm more concerned about the unjustified imprisonment of an innocent people. Why should his life be destroyed so that other people can feel like they get revenge?
Yeah, teacher. Yeah, you know what? Like my choice is I have made my choice because of my opinion. Was like I have some idea about the second one, so I can talk about it. Maybe the first one I didn't have a lot of idea, so I cannot like speak a lot about it. That's what made me speak about the second one.
That's okay. That's excellent for taking a test in an English speaking test. That is excellent advice. Okay, so whatever you can talk about easier, or you have more reasons, or it's easier for you to talk about, definitely that is the right answer. There is no real wrong or right answer. I gave my opinion because I needed to show the difference between unjustified and vindicated. Okay, and Mustafa, there's no such word as unjailed. There's just no such word. It's set free. There is a more formal word, and I've been racking my brain to remember it, and I simply can't. You're released from jail. You're set free. You're pardoned. Pardoned. That's it. When the government or somebody in authority lets you leave, you are pardoned. Okay. All right, so you're concerned that the people would be concerned that the government was pardoning people. That has to do with the idea of being allowed to leave jail. So I think that's the word. Okay, and then you said it should not be happened. It should not happen. After a modal, should, would, could, may, can, will, you just need a regular verb in the infinitive form, but with no to, just the word. Should not happen. You can't use past tense. You can't use an ing form. You can't use to. Should not to happen? No. Should not happening? No. You can say should not be happening. That's okay. It should be happening right now. That's fine because I have should be. So it's always a regular infinitive verb that comes after a modal. Whatever else.
Okay.
Whatever else you're doing with the sentence. Okay. All right, but you very good job organizing it. And okay, now I understand. You gave me this argument because that's what you could talk about, and that's for an exam practice. That's exactly what you need to do. get used to talking about maybe things that you're not necessarily even comfortable with, but you can discuss. That's it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that was good.
because my vocabulary not supported me. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let me move on. I have a good one for Rafa. Rafa, I just saw this question here in my list of possible
Yes.
questions. Rafa,
21.
what do I want? I want
Sorry,
your
yeah.
opinion. How would you describe the perfect day?
The perfect day, as the
Yeah.
Italian says, the dolce far niente. Enjoy doing nothing. I think this could be a perfect day. Enjoying doing nothing. Nothing to do, nothing to think, nothing to nobody to relationship to have a relationship isolated in your mind with a kind of meditation in yourself, seeing the beach if you could, seeing the trees, seeing the nature, and it could be, at least for me right now, the perfect day. Nothing to do, nothing to think. It could be a perfect day for me. An easy one too, because only you need to be isolated from the world, be isolated from your neighbors, from your relatives. This is a good point. Don't see any relative in one day could be so interesting and so necessary for your health. But that's all, I think.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, you might add maybe some lovely cheese and I don't know, a couple glasses of wine and a nice cigar, Rafa.
Yeah, good
And-
idea.
oh, thank you.
We are on the same boat.
We're
Good
on the
idea.
same page. We're on the same page.
Same page.
We think alike. When we say we're on the same page, it means we think alike. Okay, simpatico. Um, when we say we're in the same boat, that means we're in the same situation. So slightly different. All right.
Same page, same boat.
Yeah, my boss is a jerk. Your boss is a jerk. We're in the same boat. We have the same situation.
Situation.
Yeah. Okay. Now I like that. Now something interesting happened there, and I like your idea. I really do. But besides that, analyzing your answer a little bit, I like this. In order to give me background to understand his opinion, he gave me background before he expressed his opinion. He gave me a quote, an Italian quote. Great stuff. Great material. Actually, very practically, if your boss asks you for an opinion in the elevator, and you get in the elevator, there's your boss, and he asks your opinion, and I don't know what to say. One way to give yourself time to consider your opinion and your reasons, your supporting ideas, is to use a little, what I can call a hesitation device. Use background. Talk background. Rafa was giving me some background. In Italy, we have an expression that it says blah, blah, blah. What that means is, in my opinion, a perfect day would be. Did you hear that? It took him 3 or 4 sentences to actually get to his statement of his opinion. So, in my opinion, this is actually great. I'm so glad you did this. This is something I frequently forget to point out when I discuss opinions and giving opinions. If you're under the gun, like talking to your boss or a job interview or a TOEFL exam, and you need to give your opinion, one way to do it is to brainstorm, is to help yourself brainstorm by giving background. Your boss asks you, what do you think of the new marketing program? Well, boss, a year ago we did the marketing program for product A, and now we're doing the marketing for product B. Well, if you remember product A, this happened and that happened and sales fell off in July. Well, I guess this year I know we're doing something different with product B. We're releasing the product in February. So I guess my opinion would be blah, blah, blah. Give some backstory to the information, whether that's general backstory or actual your personal experience backstory. You know, somebody else asked me this question many years ago, and at that time I told that person that I really just didn't know what to think about it. But in the years since, I've given this much thought. And now today I would have to say, here's my opinion. Okay, backstory. We'll give you time. It's a hesitation device to come up with something good to say. And it works very well because you're already supporting your opinion before you get to your opinion. And it has a nice flow. So I really like that. So thanks, Rafa. That was great. One little thing, you have a relationship with someone. You're saying you don't spend any time working on a relationship with someone. Okay, but other than that, it was great. I'm with you. I could use a day off like you described. In fact, now I'm a little jealous, even thinking about it, actually. Now I'm going to think about it all the time. Thanks a lot. Okay. All right, Ileana.
Oh, yes, I'm here. Mm-hmm.
All righty. I'm glad you are. Okay. Okay. In your opinion, all right. What is the ideal age to get married? Or is there one?
Yeah. Okay, as for me, I think it depends on your lifestyle sometimes. But as for me, I think that the best age to get married is from your 25, and it depends on if you are a woman or you're a man. For women, I think the best age is from 25 to 30, maybe 35, and for men, it starts from 30 and then to 40, I think. And because as for women, I think it's the best age, like I said, because it's not. I've just answered the same question two days before in English. Yeah, and I try to remember what I answered then. And yeah. So for women, yeah, for women, this period of time, I said it because it's the best time for her not to feel herself too independent, on the one hand, and not to become too independent, because it's hard to become a wife after you're 30 when you're too independent, when you have your job, when you have your friends around, and your private life, and then you should reject all this to be a wife and a mother. And for the man, it's different, because it means that man should become independent, and let's say, I have no words.
Did I ask you this question? I think I remember.
I don't remember. Do we had such topic with you, or maybe with a private teacher I have on Verbling? I don't remember, but I remember that we had such a question.
Because I recognize this question, I just thought to myself, I asked somebody this question earlier this week or last week. Maybe it was. What a coincidence. Yeah. What happened to your answer? I remember the last time somebody gave me a really good answer.
Yeah. Okay, so it wasn't me then.
No, I don't know. Okay, it's definitely a different answer than last time. I know that. Okay, as for me, Okay, you started out well. All right. Then I want to you got a little stuck in the brainstorming part. But you did something to help yourself out. Interesting thing to do when you're, again, this is turning into a class about how to brainstorm and how to give yourself time to think. But Ileana used a different technique than Rafa. Instead of directly answering the question like Mustafa or background like Rafa, she did something else. She tried to divide the question into two parts. Well, it depends. She used the "it depends" strategy. By saying it depends, you force yourself to talk about two things. Depends if you're a man or you're a woman. She's organizing her speech by doing that. She's forcing the organization. She's forcing herself to talk about two things. So, amount of material, she's forcing it. Okay, but Ileana, you could have started by saying, well, first of all, let's talk about women. And then clearly talk about women in an organized way, and then, okay, on the other hand, looking at men, all right, and then give a phrase. You could have used these transitionals or signal phrases to move your conversation along. Not only would it help organize your speech, make it more understandable, it helps you to brainstorm as well. First of all, if you can force yourself to brainstorm as you go. For example, just thinking of an example, think of when you're really stuck answering a question, think of examples in your own life. You must know somebody who got married young, somebody who got married later in life that you could use for examples. We all do. Or if not, you know somebody who got married at an socially acceptable age who is very happy now. Whatever. You must know examples of married people, right?
Yeah, but sometimes you need the right examples, not to.
True.
Yeah, you can tell different examples about, but you need the right example.
Shh, Ileana. Shh. Then make them up. Lie. Just lie. Oh, one of my friends in high school got married when she was 17, and she had so many problems, and she couldn't go to university. And of course you can make up a story like that. I don't care. You don't have to be honest with me. Ileana, I'm a man. I'm used to women lying to me, Ileana.
Okay. I'll remember this.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. We're trying to practice our English, so it's okay. It's okay if you lie to me. I can take it. I like it, actually. All right, Ileana, thank you very much. And anyway, you have added to the conversation by demonstrating the "it depends." This actually really does help you to brainstorm and widen your answer. So thank you. Okay. I'm going to go torture somebody else now. Ken, first of all, let me say hello to Keiko. Keiko, why are you still awake?
Teacher.
What are you doing still awake?
Yes, teacher. I am just waking now.
Oh, you're getting up.
Here is 5 a.m. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wow. Well, good morning. Good morning, sunshine. All right, we'll talk to you later.
Thank you, teacher. For you, I think is good evening. Or not?
Afternoon. It's almost evening. It's getting into late afternoon. But anyway,
Okay.
nice to see you again.
Good afternoon for you.
Okay. All right. Anyway, welcome to the class. All right, I'm going to torture Ken for a minute now. Ken, Ken, what is the greatest invention the world has ever seen?
I think the electricity one of the greatest. How to use the electricity is one of the greatest invention. After Benjamin Franklin found the electricity, human invented how to use it. So because of that, we can access to the internet. We can access to a lot of electric appliances. So it can be used in a pretty much multiple ways. So I think to invent how to use electricity is one of the greatest invention in the history.
Okay, that was fast. Like we practiced that or rehearsed it or something.
Yeah, because I was practicing TOEFL, so I kind of, yeah.
Okay, I promise Ken and I did not rehearse that before the class. Okay, make sure you're clearly stating your opinion. I wasn't clear with hearing your topic sentence or introductory sentence. Maybe because you really did speak fast, or maybe because I've had 8 or 9 classes today. I don't know, but I didn't hear it.
I don't care so much about organizations in this class because
okay.
I like more free talking style. I don't like TOEFL style. So usually I don't care so much about organizations. So this time I don't care about that. Yeah.
I do harp on it for a reason, not just for my own breath. Not necessarily, although it's important for tests. It's extremely important for job interviews, so you make sense. Ridiculously important in presentations and business reasons. So there are reasons why I try to stress the organization. Because I didn't understand what you said. That's why. It was not well organized. Not because of your English. You can use perfect English and use unorganized speech, and I'm not going to know what you said. It is a real thing. It's not just something I make up. Not to mention the actual influence it has, the actual understanding. Okay, so I didn't really get your first topic sentence, but other small problems. Found the electricity. Electricity is uncountable. So, yeah. Did he find it? Yeah, I guess so. But anyway, not the electricity. He discovered electricity, found electricity, but not the. Because uncountable nouns, when we're talking about them in general, we just say the word. I am afraid of water. I'm not really, but when I talk about it in general, I don't need the, obviously, because I'm not talking about it specifically. When we talk about countable nouns in general, we use plural. So I'm afraid of pencils. Yeah, but still I don't use the. In general, you can just use the plural. And it gives access, I forgot how you said it, but access the internet, I think. It should be access to. I think you forgot. Access to the internet, access to light, access to whatever, heat, and so forth. Okay. Well, that was fast, but okay. All right. Well, thank you. All right.
So how can I organize better?
Well, first of all, slow down just a little bit. Your speech is fast. Your English is really fast.
Okay.
You could slow down your pace a little bit. Just relax. So the other thing is to give a clear statement before you really start to get into your ideas. So the listener can relax as well. Something, to the effect of, okay, I have a strong view of what is the most important invention ever made. In my opinion, the advent of electricity, or the invention of how to access electricity, was very important. That's it. Just make a statement and then speak. A lot of people, even sometimes native speakers do this. Oh, I think this because blah 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 and blah 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 and blah blah blah. What happens is, it's not very well organized in English, first of all, but I'm a teacher, so I'm neurotic about it. Okay, maybe it's not that important. But the fact is also, the ideas aren't conveyed very well, because you're not associating the reasons with the clearly stated thesis. If the thesis isn't clear, their main idea, then I have a hard time. I'm trying to actually think backwards as you're speaking. What reasons? You're giving me reasons, and I don't know what the reasons are for. You're asking me to actually calculate your argument for you. So I might not get it, or I might not care, and I might just stop listening to you, frankly. That's the idea, is to try to influence people. I'm all about the psychology, how to totally psych people out. Anyway, that's just me. I don't know. Too many psychology courses in university. Okay. Anyway, I got to move on so I can, before I run out of time, so I can get everyone. Wasu, are you ready? What?
Yeah.
What is the meaning of life? No, that's not it. Okay. Let's see. Wasu, okay, this is an interesting question. All right. Wasu, do you think, have you ever heard of the expression ignorance is bliss?
Again, please.
Have you ever heard of the expression ignorance is bliss? No, I'll need to explain it. Okay, hang on.
Okay.
All right. The expression, I'm writing it in the chat box.
Okay.
All right. Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance equals happiness. Not knowing about things makes you happy, to make it really, really simple. Do you agree or disagree with the concept ignorance is bliss? If you don't know, then you can be happy.
Let me a minute. Oh yeah. For me, in my opinion, it depends on what it depends on what you ignore. Okay. If you are cancer and you have about 2 months left to live, it's okay. I think it's make you happy because you have nothing to concern or think much. Yeah, I have my relative. He was a lung cancer, and he know he have the 1 month left, and he used that 1 month very worthy.
Very what?
He got worthy. I don't know.
Okay, we'll get back to that. Ah, okay.
Yeah. And he go everywhere he want. He do everything he want, and I think in the end of his life, uh, he 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 is so happy that he do anything because he know that he need the truth when there is about one week left. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the relative cheer him up to do whatever he want.
Levanta aquella persiana, Fabu.
Sorry, what, Watsu?
Okay. I will tell you that the true story is a fake. It's not a fake story.
It is a true story?
Yeah.
Really?
He's
Okay.
my uncle. Yeah.
Okay. So, wait a minute. I got lost. I got lost in your opinion. I love the story, but I didn't quite understand what was your opinion? Is it better to not know, or is it better to know?
I mean it sometimes is better and sometimes it might be worse.
Okay. Yes, I got that. You started out, for me, it depends on, I don't know what you said. The situation would be the right way to say it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you gave me a long, okay, and then you gave me the depends. All right. We talked about that earlier with Ileana. Look, when you say it depends in an answer, you've obligated yourself to explain both. It sounds like for your uncle, it was a very, very good thing to know. It seems like to me. So where's the other part? Where's the part that says, where's your reasons to say, if you take an opinion where you say the middle of the road, oh, I think it depends. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Now you've obligated your talk to justify sometimes it is and justify sometimes it isn't. Both. Okay? So really, if you only talk about one part of it, then I'm sitting here, I'm like, and then it's an incomplete story. It's like telling a joke without a punchline. It's like telling a story, but I want to tell you this story about the salesman, the traveling salesman, who gets eaten by a lion, and you talk about the traveling salesman up until the point he goes to the hotel, and then you stop. Well, where's the lion? It's incomplete. Okay, so you have to talk about, give an example or explain why it can be a good thing. All right? So that's important. If you go gray, if you go in the middle, not black or white, one side of the issue, but in the middle, realize that you're more or less obligated now to discuss both sides of the story. Otherwise, it doesn't sound right at all. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying, Wasu?
Yes. Thank you,
Okay.
teacher.
Sure. Okay, let me give you some specific feedback, Wasu. Okay, your uncle are cancer, or your relative are cancer. He had cancer, or you have cancer. You're not,
Okay.
not the verb to be. You're not. You aren't cancer. You have cancer. Okay, or he had cancer. I don't know. Okay. Not much to think on. I don't even. Okay. He had the 1 month left. You don't need the. He had 1 month left. Anytime you use a number, okay, a number in front of a noun in English, we need to have a demonstrative, something that defines the noun. So we use articles a, an, and the, and it can be complicated. But we don't need a, an, or the if we have a possessive pronoun. His, my, his life, my life, her life. We don't need if we have a quantifier, some, a few, many, much. We don't need to have a, an, or the. If we have a number is another kind of definer, quantifier. So whenever you use a number, you don't need an article, in other words, to get to the point.
Okay.
All right. Okay, it's okay. His last month was worthy. His last month was worthwhile. Worthwhile. Okay. It was worth living. It was worthwhile. Living his last life. Okay. In the end, I just want your pronunciation of end. End. In the end.
Yeah.
It was worthwhile. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good controversial issue. If I can get the right people in the class, I would love to talk about that issue, actually. Exactly the issue that that Wasu's bringing up here. Because I am an American. I'm a Westerner. I have Western upbringing. But I live in the Philippines, and I teach a lot of Chinese students, and I've worked with a lot of Japanese and Koreans and so forth. And there's this one big concept that if you're just exactly what Wasu was talking about, if somebody you know is going to die, and they're going to die in a month, many Asian cultures will not tell the person they're going to die. They think that that is appropriate and correct thing to do, and that is socially correct, which to my American brain is totally wrong. That is it's a horrible thing for me. It really freaks me out. It's a great divergence in culture. I would love to talk about that sometime in depth because it really freaks me out. Anyway, another time. Wasu, I hope you can come to class because
Yeah,
I
sure.
would love to have your input. Great topic. Keiko, I need to give you a chance to attempt to express an opinion here. Okay. Keiko, are you still there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. If you could, magically, it's a hypothetical opinion question, if you could create a new law over the whole world, what law would you create and why? What law do you think should be the law everywhere? It would make the world a better place. What law could you pass that would make the whole world a better place? Oh.
If I had this power, teacher, I would create a law to develop equal opportunities, or to give equal opportunities, or equal opportunities to people from different countries, different cultures of the planet. I would like, for example, to create, to give opportunity for people of developing countries to access good schools, nutritive foods, and the money, the enough money for having a good dwelling, good habitation, good houses, and freedom of speech, freedom of basic freedoms, as well as people of developed countries, for example.
Okay. I would like to vote Keiko for Miss Universe. Yay, Keiko! Yeah. Okay. All right. Do you look good in an evening dress? Okay. Yeah, that was that. You think very well for 5 in the morning. There's no way. There's just no chance in hell I would ever think of that answer at 5 o'clock in the morning. Just no way. I bow. I bow.
Thank you, teacher.
I'm impressed.
A
Okay.
good question. A good question to me to wake.
Right. To wake up to. Okay.
To make my brain work.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interestingly, I asked him a hypothetical, and he gave me a conditional sentence in his answer immediately as his topic sentence to organize his thesis. Great. If I had the opportunity, teacher, he said, I would like to change things. Okay, if I had past tense in the if clause, perfect second conditional, great. Totally set up the answer. Great. All right, and then he gave me some specifics about how he would like to make things equal for everyone, equal opportunities, and he gave me one at a time examples: education, dwelling, houses, habitation. Now, when you said that, you repeated. That's okay in English to do that. Especially when we're giving opinions, actually. It's okay to use redundant speech to reinforce a reason. It's even okay to use redundant signal phrases. One example, for instance, might be blah, 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 blah. This is okay. As I was trying to explain to Ken, although Ken's gone now, however badly I was trying to explain it, the point of giving an opinion is to transfer information. We don't give opinions just because we want to give our opinion to make ourselves happy. We give opinion to influence other people. So using redundant speech, saying the same thing over, is actually good when you're giving an opinion because you want the people, you want to confirm understanding. It's actually a good thing. Anyway, that was great. One small thing, Keiko, nutritive food should be nutritious food. Wrong suffix, not IVE, nutritive. No, it's nutritious.
Nutritious. Yeah. Thank you, teacher.
That's it. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I hope you learned one or two things. Gotta go. Thanks a lot, and good morning, Keiko. That's crazy. All right.
Good afternoon, teacher.